Hey folks, see Rachana Ranade here, and I welcome you all to yet another important Thursday live stream. Right. We are going to discuss, as usual, a lot of things. We are going to talk about certain news. Gold, very important, is what we're going to discuss today. Some quarterly results updates, something about the economy survey as well, Nifty levels, your question answers, so many important things. Before that, one quick thing everyone should know about this by now, but just this is more or less like a reminder. I hope everyone knows that a lot of frauds are happening in my name. So many fraudsters, especially on Facebook, on Instagram, they are using my photograph without my permission, and they are, acting like imposters who are trying to uh, make people believe that they are me, whom they are not actually. You'll find a lot of posts mentioning that. Uh, I will give some stock tips and this and that. Maybe the returns will be like multi-bagger returns. That's not me who is posting it. I've written this as a disclaimer so many number of times. So please be aware. Don't fall prey to these frauds. If you already know about it, please spread this word with your friends as well, and help them from falling as a prey to these fraudsters. Right? Exactly. AI is in full force. Scam honge, absolutely. It's so difficult to actually stay away from these things. I mean, I have also, just for everyone's knowledge, I've also filed a complaint with the cyber police. I'm just not able to understand why Facebook, that is Meta, is not blocking these ads. Seriously can't understand that. But hopefully someday they'll find some solution for that. And exactly, Pankaj is saying that in my name thousands of ads are present on FB. Exactly, I know that, and that is the reason why I keep on reminding people that these are fraudsters, these are scamsters, so don't fall prey to these people. So just wanted to share this as a reminder again with everyone, right? Okay, so let's move on. First, let's get started with gold. Why is gold rallying? Two reasons I feel. Number one, interest rate cycle. uh, it is expected by September that there will be one interest rate cut. And if that be so, that's going to be a positive sign for gold. And that in anticipation of that, gold prices are maybe increasing, number one. Number two, countries like China, who had halted buying uh, more and more, or halted building more and more positions in gold, they they seem to have started buying gold in again good quantity. See, whenever people like you and me, when we buy gold, we'll buy in some grams, right? But when countries buy gold, it is going to be in kgs, some thousands of, maybe not thousands, maybe too much, but some hundreds of kgs maybe at least. Again, I hope you understand that whenever demand increases with maybe countries buying gold or something like that, obviously the price of such commodity is going to rise. Okay, so that is it about gold. Reasons why the price is on a higher side right now, is hitting all time highs. But let's also understand about one more important aspect, which is the technical analysis aspect. I've already taken a screenshot for quicker reference. If you see here, this is more or less like a cup and handle. We call it actually a VCP, but let's for now call it as a cup and handle pattern. Okay, is there a breakout? Can you see here? Yes, there is a breakout. And even if I were to zoom this, post breakout, what has happened? Breakout, it retested, it bounced, saw resistance twice. It has again broken out of that as well. Retest pending, but will be really important and interesting to see how gold prices move from there. So especially if I'm talking only about technical analysis right now, looks pretty promising. So let's see how we could actually go ahead with this whole, I mean, how we could perceive this whole thing as a space going up, right? Uh, why is China buying gold? Okay, there could be multiple reasons. See, whenever there are geopolitical tensions, generally countries prefer to move to safer asset classes, something like gold. uh, See, whenever you can imagine something like this, that if China is building more and more of US dollar reserves, okay, and tomorrow something goes wrong, geopolitical tensions increase to a great level, China does some sort of foul play, as an example, and US puts some sanctions, like I'm sure you know what happened to Russia, right? Russia had a lot of reserves in dollars, and what America did is that they froze those accounts. So Russia is like, it's my money, it is lying in some account, but I'm not allowed to withdraw my own money. Is that going to be a bad thing for any country? Obviously, yes. And in such cases, countries say that we don't want to depend on dollar. We would want to move away from the dollar and invest in some other safer asset class. And obvious choice is gold in that case, right? So that could be again one of the reason why China would be buying gold, right? So this was an important update on gold. Technically, also looks pretty much sound. Uh, Talking about one more important point for the day is about quarterly results. I hope you are already aware that Infosys has given good results, and other IT space basically is looking pretty promising. The overall revenue guidance that has been given is also very good. Uh, if you remember, a few quarters ago, there were IT companies who were not even talking about any revenue guidance. So from not talking about revenue guidance to giving bleak revenue guidance to giving very strong revenue guidance, the overall shift is very nice in the IT space, and definitely this sector is looking pretty nice right now. Uh, there are some other quarterly updates as well. So, for example, Asian Paints, their numbers were not great at all, but management has given a positive outlook in their commentary. I did not understand. I mean, I genuinely did not understand this. Today I am seeking an answer from you all, right? See, the management in their con call mentioned that um, Asian Paints sales were down because of the heat wave and because of elections. I mean, when I read that, even even right now, I am not able to correlate. How come heat wave has a negative impact on sales of paints, and what is the connection between elections and paints? I was not able to have a logical reason for that. Anyone is going to help me, or do you feel that ऐसे ही आंसर देना है बोल के दे दिया है? They just wanted to say something, that is why they have mentioned it. Is that so? What do you feel? I mean, I'm giving that as a benefit of doubt. I mean, maybe माझ्या बुद्धीच्या पलीकडचं आहे. Maybe I'm not able to, understand the logic. Let's see what answers do I get. No connection. Oh God. Okay. Cannot paint during heat. Arey Baba, if it is indoors, that's okay. No logic. गर्मी में लोग पुताई नहीं करा रहे. Real estate was down due to election. Okay. We have to any reason. कुछ तो reason देना पड़ेगा. Same here. Okay. All painters went back to their Oh God, now I've started getting some comedy answers as well. Okay. Zabardasti reason de diya. Okay, right. Maybe since it was very hot, painters were not working. Exactly. Okay. External painting due to heat wave was affected, and so did elections. That's what I'm saying. External painting maybe, but what about internal paintings? Went to hometown for voting. Kya baat hai? Chalo, theek hai. No worries. Okay, Jay says, I'm an architect. Paint usually takes place in summer, but this year not possible. EX external paint is different. Jay, if you can just maybe give a little bit more elaborate, explanation of that, because they have mentioned that during the next quarter they feel that the sales there may be a revival, but I mean, what I had understood was typically during rainy seasons, in fact, external paints to at least go for a toss. So generally, generally rainy season is a season where construction companies, painting companies, they generally don't give up very good numbers, very good set of numbers, right? So that's my understanding again. But anyways, a majority of them feel that not a very good reason given by the management, but everyone has their own viewpoint, right? Let's not go into final details now. Anyways, I just wanted to share that news. One more important point that I wanted to share is 23rd election, the first budget post Acha. Okay, Jay is saying difficult for external painting in heat wave, and it forms a large chunk of sales in paint. Okay, noted. Okay, so maybe it is because but then Jay, in that case, if external is a large chunk of sales in paint, then ideally for rainy season also the sales should drop, but the management says that we feel that in the coming quarter the sale should be back to normal, then in that case the logic conflicts again, right? Okay. Going back to our discussion, the point that I was making is on the 23rd, budget will be presented by Nirmala ji. Again, will be interesting to watch. So of course, we'll release a separate video on the 23rd about my key takeaways from the budget. We'll release that video on the 23rd itself. On the 22nd, we do have an economic survey. Okay, and not a live stream, Anirudh. I would do a pre-recorded video, so I'll record it in my studio and I will share it with you all, right? Chalo. So going back, 23rd is the budget day, but 22nd we have the economic survey that comes up, right? And for those who don't know that what all are the different things that come up in the economic survey, see there are many points, but if I want to just summarize few key points. Number one, numbers on what is the consumption in the country that is given. Okay, now why is consumption important? See, higher the consumption, higher is going to be the GDP number for us, right? Again, I don't want to go into a lot of economics, but GDP basic formula is C plus I plus D plus X minus M, right? And C is consumption. So higher the consumption, higher is going to be the, I mean, better it is going to be for the GDP number. Okay, so consumption last time when the economic survey was presented for financial year 22-23, that number was around 49 trillion. Okay, so it will be interesting to watch if the number surpasses that 49 trillion mark or not. So if you have a pen and paper with you, I would want you all to write down these points. That what all numbers can you check in the economic survey? This is just for your understanding. Those who love economics, it's only for them. If you don't like economics, it's okay. Next 2-3 minutes are going to be boring for you. You can just take a stroll and come back. Okay. So consumption number, do have a check on that. Last year it was around 49 trillion. See if that number is higher than that or not. Okay. The second one is GFCF. Okay. Now what is this GFCF? It's gross fixed capital formation. Okay. What do you mean by gross fixed capital formation? This basically talks about more of capex. Okay, more capital formation. If you want more capital formation, more capital expenditure is required for that. So again, same thing. What we have to check is typically during the economic surveys, a percentage of GDP is what is declared. That we believe that the GFCF, the gross capital formation, will be X percentage of GDP. Okay, so typically it has been around 33 to 34% of GDP for the last 1 or 2 years. So again, when you check this year's economic survey, when you listen to this year's economic survey, check if it is at least 33-34% of the GDP. Higher the better. Okay, now why higher the better? Because more and more capex is going to happen in the country. It is going to lead to capacity expansion. Capacity expansion is equal to lots of things, right? More manufacturing, more job creation, more sales, more profits. Okay, so GFCF, higher the better. Next thing you can check is PMI. Again, if you've done my course on economics for stock market, I've discussed about PMI in detail in that course as well. There is something known as a manufacturing PMI. There is something known as a service PMI. But if this number is beyond 50, again, is considered as good. And for the last 1 year almost, we have stayed way above 50. So again, a good thing. We just have to ensure that we are keeping that pace up or not. One more very, very important point that you have to check in the economic surveys, what about the fiscal deficit? What about the guidance on that? So our fiscal deficit, lower it is, more and more it shrinks, better and better it is going to be for us. So it has been shrinking for the last few data sets that we have. And to what I remember, the latest is 5.6% deficit. Okay. So now what you have to check in the economic survey is that whatever guidance is given, is she shrinking the number of the target fiscal deficit or not? If the target fiscal deficit is more than 5.6, oh, that's not going to be taken positively, okay? Because higher the deficit, it is going to hurt the economy. If the government is able to lower the deficit, that is obviously going to be good for the economy, right? So you can check for fiscal deficit number as well. Generally, forex reserves are also talked about. FPI inflows are talked about. Again, more forex reserves, better it is going to be. Higher FPI inflows, better it is going to be. Okay. So also note down these 2 points: FPI inflows, forex inflows. Compare with what was the number in the previous year economy survey and what is it right now. I have written it down. Just give me a second. Yes. So FPI inflows last year was 41.6 billion, and forex reserves was 648.7 billion. Okay. Uh, Again, above that is going to be good for us. What about inflation? Inflation, we have the band of 2% to 6%. It's within that. It's good for us. So inflation number will be discussed, but I don't think that should be a big cause of concern. We are already within the range. And finally, it's about unemployment. The average unemployment was at 8.17%. That has been again discussed. Uh, so if it is lower or at least similar to that, better it is. By the way, average of 2018 till 24. That's an average unemployment rate, 8.17%. Uh, it increased to almost 9.2% in uh, June 2024. So not a good thing. Higher than unemployment, it is going to hurt the economy again. So just try to see whether the unemployment number, whatever is being declared, is within these ranges of 8 to 9% or not. Higher, it's not going to be a good sign for the economy, right? So I hope you have understood about the overall points. I'm just going to give a quick summary of what I discussed right now. I talked about 8 parameters. By the way, this is the first time that I'm discussing about the economy survey, because till now I was not sure whether people are really interested in economy surveys or not. But you all are now becoming more and more pro. You understand economics as well. So I thought that I should tell you about some numbers, at least 5 numbers you should check tomorrow. How much is the consumption? How much is the GFCF, correct, which is about the gross capital flows. You should check about PMI, fiscal deficit, unemployment rate. You can also check about, what all points did I say again? I also talked about forex reserves, FPI inflows, and I think I talked about fiscal deficit. Okay, so all these points you have to ensure, you have to understand, and you have to check whether these numbers are better as compared to previous year or they have worsened. Okay, like I said, something like consumption, it has higher the better. I talked about GFCF, higher the better. If it is about FPI inflows, if it is about forex reserves, again higher the better. PMI more than 50, better it is. But there are some numbers, something like fiscal deficit that I discussed, lower the better. Unemployment rate, lower the better. Inflation, again, if it's in the band, within the band of 2 to 6, better it is. Okay, so all these points uh, were about the economic survey, which is going to come up on 22nd. Did you like this discussion? Found it interesting? Just let me know in the comments. Yes, no. This is the first time that I discussed about the economic survey, which takes place uh, one day before the budget. Something new, maybe you might have learned. Did you like it? Yes, no. Just let me know in the comments. Getting a lot of yes and yeses in the comment section. Rajesh is saying yes, definitely new concept, excellent, very very interesting. Yes, we are pro. क्या बात है, really informative. बढ़िया बढ़िया. Very nice discussion. ओए ओए, कौन है ये? वीरेंद्र. Very nice. इसको समझ कुछ नहीं आया, सुन के अच्छा लगा. No worries, there could be some points which you might not have understood, but then definitely I think you should enroll for my economics for stock market course. Uh, in that you will understand how economics has a correlation with stock market also, right? Jinesh says good to कहाँ पे गई जिनेश तुम्हारे कमेंट? अभी यहाँ पे थी, उड़ गई. Good to gain so much knowledge. Yes, thank you. Loved it. Fantastic. Makarand has a point. We liked it, but the number of likes are very less. How many likes? Let me check on YouTube. How many likes and how many? Wow, wow, wow. 1/4 likes only. People today, even number of viewers are very less. Generally, we have around 2,000 people who watch our Thursday live streams. Ask guys, what's wrong? Today, less than 1,000 people are watching. क्या बात है? Srinath says felt like attending FA 2.0 again. क्या बात है? Very nice. Okay. Right. डोक्यावरून गेले पण नवीन कॉन्सेप्ट माहिती होत आहेत. Liked it. Rajendra, there will be some concepts which you will understand slowly and steadily. If you are a new investor, you will get these concepts. Don't worry. Okay, slowly and steady. or maybe IT is what people are saying. Okay, income tax. Okay, ठीक है. Chalo. Talking about Nifty levels, everyone knows Nifty is at an all-time high and it's just going stronger and stronger and stronger. But yes, there are certain stocks where we can see some sort of profit booking. So a little bit careful. Typically, volatility increases as and how we go closer and closer to the event. So even if, as per your investment planning, if you are planning to invest, please don't invest in a huge chunk right now. Volatility can increase closer to such events, as I mentioned. So as usual, whenever I say this so often, right? Whenever you're investing, try to invest in chunks rather than investing at one shot. Okay. Uh, True. Wimbledon is also over, exactly. Master Chef finale episode is also over. Still, people are listening to the live stream. I know. I don't understand what's wrong today. All right. Okay. Um. Oh. Now there is one more point here. Marathi में देख लिया हम लोगों ने live session. That's why I guess less viewers here. But oh, that's a very good point, Ankit. But then the thing is that, for example, the economic survey thing I had not discussed on the Marathi channel. Reason being very simple is that I have not introduced a lot of economics to my Marathi channel viewers. They are comparatively newer. Uh, so those who are at those who understand Marathi, those who follow my Marathi channel, and those who were there in the previous live stream, which happened like half an hour ago, make it a point to attend the channel live stream as well, because I would take up different topics in Marathi and English live streams. So don't miss the English live streams as well. Oh, people returning from Pandharpur, kya baat hai? Okay. Nakul is saying I'm watching both. Badhiya. Very nice. Chalo, with that, let's take your questions. You can start firing your questions. Okay, let me see. Oh, confusing. Flag and pole in Astra microwave. Daily chart. Is it really flag and pole? Please advise. Tomorrow I'm releasing a video. Just see if it is about Astra microwave or not. Tomorrow tomorrow the video will be released, right? Okay. Okay, let me. So today, first things first, whenever you are asking a question, I'm just trying to ensure that I say first screen share and then I will go ahead with actual. Otherwise, I forget screen sharing so many times. So screen share, and then let me check Astra microwave. On a daily chart, kind of a flag and pole, but the flag is like very, very large. Pole jitna hi flag ban raha hai abhi. And the only problem area is that it has not yet broken outside the channel. If I do this, it's set to break out from the channel. Kind of an up flag, I can't deny that. Breakout pending. Okay, good volumes, 1, 2, 2 volume spikes, nice volume spikes. Otherwise, you can see a very dried up volume here. So again, whenever you see some nice volumes, you should ideally add these stocks to your watch list at least. Okay, do more analysis and then take your own decisions. Hi Rachna, could there be a possibility of reduction in Invest in India membership fees? We do have coupon codes which give you around like 30%, 40% off as well. Pooja, if you can just share the coupon code of the Invest in India community. By the way, we are having a separate session day after tomorrow, and it's going to be a budget session wherein we have a chartered accountant and who is also a stock market. He does a lot of research. He comes on CNBC, Avaz. He's going to be our guest speaker this Saturday for Invest in India community members. So do consider joining to Invest in India community as well. It's a fun community where a lot of people learn from each other as well, right? We are from South Chennai. Please don't reduce content. I will not, of course. English channel is my is my first love. I was going to say that, but I should not be discriminating between my English channel and Marathi channel. I started English channel first. That's what gave me, you know, uh, my identity, I can say. So don't worry, I'll not reduce channel on. I'll not reduce content on English channel. Zomato cup and handle. Your views, ma'am. Okay, let me share my screen. I think there was a cup and handle. Let me just cross check one more time. Some chart pattern definitely was there in Zomato. I go over analysis. So you can see this was a nice kind of a cup. See, generally what happens, cup and handle forms in a downtrend. So there should be a downtrend, and then there should be a cup and handle. Then it's truly a cup and handle. Okay. But does this look like a cup and handle? Yes. Okay. Technically, its name will not be cup and handle. Okay. 1, 2. Breakout, classic retest. Kya baat hai? See where it has retested very nicely. Okay. Now let's see what happens next. Inverted head and shoulders in Sona BLW in weekly time frame. Also triangle pattern in Olectra Green Tech in weekly time frame. Let's go to Sona BLW first. Screen share first, and then Sona BLW. Sona BLW on a weekly time frame. Your question was about inverted head and shoulder for Sona BLW. Okay. Rather than an inverted head and shoulder in a weekly time frame, I can look at it more from a cup and handle actually. Something like this. See, cup handle. See, this is how a cup and handle is. First, there should be a downtrend, and then it should be a reversal. Okay. So rather than inverted head and shoulder, more of cup and handle. And second one is Olectra Green Tech. And in Olectra Green Tech, you're saying weekly time frame triangle pattern. Okay. This is a weekly time frame triangular pattern. Maybe this is what you're wanting to say. This one. Not really. Something like this maybe. It's a very smaller one. Not sure if you're visualizing a bigger triangle pattern or not. Yeah. But breakout is not that convincing. Huh? Careful. Kya baat hai? Till date, I used to track only income tax related points in budget. Today, I got so many new things to learn from the budget. Thank you. India Cements rounding bottom monthly chart. Let me check. First screen share. Okay, India Cements monthly time frame. Okay, I have drawn something here already. Let me just clear that off. If I were to do this, yes, big rounding bottom. This is what 2008. Oh ho ho, oh ho ho. Maybe I can take it here. Still yes. Even if I take it a little bit down, looks more interesting. Plus a very nice volume pump here. Kya baat hai? Very nice. Who's that? Who has made that observation? Sachin. Very good. India Cements. Ma'am, your expectations from the fertilizer sector after budget is NFL good to watch? Not a big fan of fertilizers. I don't know why. I mean, they do. I mean, we can see some price action immediately post budget, but I mean, these stocks have not. At least I have not been able to get fully convinced with fertilizers as a space per se. So even if you check my channel, you'll find very less videos of me making videos around fertilizer stock. I don't enjoy that theme so much. Do you think defense sector is buy on dips now for long term? Your views, please. See, defense sector. I mean, all in all, it's a fantastic place to be. I've discussed about this earlier as well. Tomorrow I'm doing a video again on a stock from the defense, two stocks from the defense space. Sorry, uh, not HAL. I'm not going to discuss HAL. I'm not going to discuss BEL. I'm not going to discuss Cochin Shipyard. I'm not going to discuss GRSA. No, two different stocks from defense space. Till date, I've never ever discussed. I've never ever done a video on those two stocks. Okay, and in that, I've given an industry analysis also where I've talked about how we have targets about increasing our defense exports, how we have targets around more and more production or manufacturing happening in the defense space. So all in all, I think defense is a very good sector right now, very promising. Government has a very good focus on defense right now. So I mean, I like that space pretty much. Oh yes, this was the coupon code for Invest in India, 20% plus for a monthly membership and 30% for yearly membership. So anyone who wants to enroll for the Invest in India community, these are the coupon codes for you. We'll also put the link for enrolling in the pinned comment and in the description box. BPCL near breakup. Breakup? Breakout. Okay, let me share my screen. Okay, monthly chart. If I were to do this, maybe on a daily, line cut me. I've drawn some line, but I can't understand why I have drawn that line. Someday I might have done some sort of analysis. Okay, this looks more or less like a better line though. You can see here it was facing a resistance down, again a resistance down, tried to go up till here, could not, broke out, nice retest, and going ahead. Maybe I can say an up flag in a formation process, but breakout yet to happen. But this breakout has already happened, plus a retest. Akash says, I'm studying your inside bar pattern, and I got 2 picks, JK paper, Gulf oil. Can please share your views? Okay, inside bar, JK paper, and Gulf oil. We'll share my screen again first. JK paper. Maybe you're talking about daily time frame. This is a 4th June candle. Yeah, 2nd July. L. Nice volumes here. So this is the inside bar. Oh, sorry. 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 Okay, so this is the inside bar. This is, wow, 18% move, single day move. Second day, clear inside, multiple inside bars, and it's actually founding. I mean, it's actually going in, rounding pattern right now. But no breakout. I mean, if you were to trade an inside bar, there has to be a breakout either on the upside or on the downside. Okay, otherwise, this is still in the formation process. Okay. Plus, I can definitely say that a good price action here, nice price with good volumes. See, always compare it with other volume days. See, so chindi volumes here, and see the nice volume build up here. Correct. Let me see how is it doing on a monthly time frame. JK paper was our stock of the month back in 2020. Good old days. Good old days for investing. Compare the price levels of 2020 and compare the price levels of 2024. PB Fintech U-shaped recovery. Your views? Yes, that is true. I have seen that yesterday only. I was when I was doing my own research. I have checked it. Yes, it is a U-shaped recovery. The only thing is that not done fundamental analysis of PB Fintech. Have not been a very great fan. Don't I first I will have to check the reasons for the recovery, and then understand whether what doing more research or what. So, but you're right, there is a U-shaped recovery. TCS cup and handle in weekly broken, Infi inverted head and shoulder in weekly broken. Okay, let's check TCS first. Cup and handle weekly pattern. Share screen. I think today I'm going to get 100 out of 100 for sharing the screen for each and every analysis. TCS. Weekly time frame. Mm-hmm. Can do it something like this. Rather than this, let me just delete this. Can be also like an inverted head and shoulder. If I were to join this. Correct, na? 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Um, this is for TCS. Second one is for Infosys. What was your thing for Infosys? Inverted head and shoulder, weekly broken. Okay. Oh, wow. It has also filled up this gap. The other day, when I was doing some analysis on Infosys, I was worried about this gap, which was not filled by that time. But yes, it has been filled very nicely and it's going up. Good. But I don't see a proper inverted head and shoulder pattern here. It's just that the gap which was there, it was filled, went down, and again is up. Don't see an inverted head and shoulder here. Any other questions? What about it? There are so many questions actually. Um, KPIT Tech breakout was the stock of the month for those who are our pro investor members. By the way, still, if you have not uh, checked our pro investor memberships, you are missing out on something. I can definitely say that because in pro investor memberships, we discuss about one stock from different sectors. You'll get an idea about how can you analyze stocks from different sectors. I mean, just as an example, the previous stock of the month was Motilal Oswal. For those who feel that I am Motilal Oswal, I know the business model, it's broking, but we have discussed 8 sub points about their business model. That is not only broking, there are so many more aspects for that. Okay, so it will be very nice value addition for you all. Those who have still not joined the membership, do consider subscribing to our memberships. You do find the link immediately pasted here for joining the membership as well, right? Screen share. Mohini is for saying screen share. Your views on BSc and CDSL. Are first you have to tell me, na? Because this. You have to tell me at least one point of analysis. Then I will share. Definitely I'll share. All right. Map my India. Breakout retest daily time frame. Absolutely. Let me share my screen first. Map. I go. Sometimes I overdo things. So yes, it was like in a consolidation phase here, I can say definitely. Then that very amazing volume spike. You can see here 2 days back to back, 1 and 2. It's consolidating at this range right now, but it's going to be really interesting to watch Map My India. Today's candle also, we did see a lot of selling pressure, but it has recovered quite a bit, kind of a hammer being formed. The chart of HDFC Life Insurance is too promising, going super bullish with strong price action. Its previous ATH is acting as a magnet pull along with RSI, still left with lot of juice on weekly chart. Big analysis. Let me check weekly chart of HDFC Life. Okay, that's the weekly chart for you, and kind of a double bottom being formed here. Uh, Nice volume, but overall volume seem to be good. RSI is around 61. Good. No pattern per se. Uh, it's a double bottom formation. Yes, agreed to that. If I were to just draw it something like this for you, so it's like 1, 2. So that is one thing that can be observed. Um, and also volumes are good. RSI is also at 61, which is showing strength in the movement. Can flag and pole pattern show retest after breakout? Castrol on daily gave a flag and pole retest. Please give your insights. It can show a retest, should not be a problem. That is possible. Absolutely. Ma'am, Ultratech cement results seem not to be good. Any reason for that? Ultratech cement results. To be honest, not done a deep dive into that. We'll have to check on the results though. Any views on cigarettes and tobacco products? Most because mostly every budget tax rate changes happens. I mean, last time I remember this, that everyone as usual was expecting that there'll be something about cigarettes and tobacco and taxes on that. So I think it was ITC chart only which was just going down, 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 down. And then at one point in time, people realized that, array, the budget is over, but no negative points for that, and it recovered very sharply after that. So that is what had happened in one of the budgets. So let's see. Lupin, flag and pole, breakout. That's breakup. in weekly time, in weekly time frame, your views. Okay. Anyways, we'll share my screen first. Lupin. Uh, ooh, did you ask about weekly, right? Yes. Wow. Wait. Let me draw a parallel. Very interesting. And I mean, the run up has been crazy since here. This is like really interesting, and it has been followed up with one more green candle. How does it look on a daily time frame? Even if I remove this, the consolidation is very much there, and it has given breakout with very nice volumes as well. RSI is a little bit downward trending. That's the only concern. Um, the rally already has been pretty sharp though. Already from here to here, it's like 140% rise. Careful again. It's a very sharp rally. So careful. But yes, there is a clear breakout of this sideways trend. All right. Uh, I mean, वक्त कब कैसे निकल जाता है पता ही नहीं चलता है. It has been again one more very interesting live stream today. Um, Inside bar in Concor on daily time frame, big green candle, 5th July. Okay, next time. uh, so I mean, it's fun always taking your questions, and I'm really happy that people have now started pasting their analysis in detail. They don't ask, just tell me about this stock and that stock. Today, I think all comments had some analysis from your part, and it was just like if I could give my own thoughts on that specific stock as well. So, love such points being discussed. Uh, Oh, really? Infi ADR is up 8.43%. Fantastic. Uh, अब की बार 25,000 quite possible. Let's see. Ice cream time is what Karan says. No ice cream. No ice cream right now. I'm I've taken this up as a challenge for myself. Um, I am I'm trying to follow Chaturmas. Today is day 2. So in Chaturmas, basically, it's called as Ek Bhukta, where you have one full meal. So I'm taking a full meal for lunch. Breakfast ke liye, no breakfast like poha, idli, upma, not like that. Only fruits for breakfast, and dinner has to be like super light. So, for example, just like a soup, vegetable soup, homemade vegetable soup, and that too before 7:30 in the evening. So had my soup at 7:30 in the evening, and tomorrow morning I'll have my breakfast, fruits breakfast, ideally with a 16 hours gap. So trying that. So no ice cream, but I'm happy. I don't feel bad. Um, so let me see how much I can sustain. Today is only day 2. It it is like a roller coaster. Sometimes I feel very happy about myself. Yes, I've taken a very different challenge for myself, and I've seen so many videos. I've been watching a lot of videos for the last few days before I took this decision, because this will be something like an intermittent fasting of 16 hours. Is that good? Is that not? And also found a lot of videos which says that this has been what our forefathers have already taught us. That you should not be eating after sunset, and you should not be having like a very heavy breakfast. So it's like going back to basics, just trying my level best to do that. Let me see how much I can pull it off. With your blessings and support, hopefully I'll be able to pull it off. And i'm also I'm also consuming some content on Bhagavad Gita. uh, I'm just trying to understand what Bhagavad Gita says about leading one's life. So doing it on Spotify, on YouTube, not reading it from any book per se, but let's see. It's just the beginning of the journey. 2 days till now. Hopefully, I'll be able to do it. Chaturmas is like 4 months. It's a big commitment, but let's see how it goes. And I'm sure with your best wishes, I'll have more and more conviction to do that. Right? Yeah, that's it. All right. Thank you, everyone. I can see some all the best and great initiative. Chaturmas is a Jain practice, right? Not sure about Jain practice or not. It is definitely there in Hindu religion. Sounds healthy. All the best. Thank you, thank you. Uh, okay, he also says Jainism. Quite possible. Quite possible. थोड़े टाइम मैं स्पिरिचुअल स्ट्रीम भी शुरू करूंगा. Nice, cool. Okay, thanks a lot, everyone. Thanks for your wishes. I hope you enjoyed today's stream as well. I'll see you in the next one. By the way, next Thursday, 25th, I'm going to be there. But first, I'm not going to be there. Anyways, 25th, so anyways, we'll meet. I'll see you on the next Thursday. Till then, take care. Jai Hind and bye bye.